Hey Valerie, I really enjoyed your proposal and I found it very interesting, especially since I myself have a small circle, meaning that I do not have many close friends or relatives who are people of color. I also chose to look into the African American population when I took multicultural counseling. So I'm very interested in your proposal. And it was really sweet to listen to it because I can tell that your implications for research on this topic come from literature and from your heart. You desire to help people and, if possible, to put programs into place to help African American students who may be struggling in school, possibly because they come from low-income households. Your point about from the ACA Code of Ethics that said that we as counselors are supposed to be advocates and we are called to remove potential barriers to individuals who we work with or those in our community. That is a great point, and it was a great lead-in to talk about your study. I was able to look at a study of a similar topic to yours by Boyraz et al. From 2016. And their study looked at first-year African American students, and they looked at like how many depressive symptoms they might have, and if that has a significant effect on their academic performance and whether they stay in school or not. And their study showed that about 1/3 of the participants from their study dropped out of school before the end of their second year of college. And they had hundreds of participants, and 1/3 of them didn't even finish their second year of college, which is crazy. They also noticed that in men, in African American men, if they had higher GPAs, if they were more involved on campus and supported their school in many different ways, they were more likely to graduate from college. So yeah, there's definitely things that we can look at and better decide what programs to put into place to help students with various backgrounds. I also I really liked your heart posture on this and your desire to help others and to represent God in the world. In 1 Peter 4, it talks about how we are to be good stewards. Each of us has received a gift, and we're supposed to use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's grace. And I just felt like that applied here. How you are studying to be probably a counselor or something in the field like that, perhaps something else, but you want to use your education and want to use your training to help those in need, and I think that's amazing. I also saw in James 2, it talks about coming across brothers and sisters and neighbors who are in need, and then giving them words of encouragement, but not actually giving them like what they need, such as shelter or clothing or food, water. And what good is that? If we truly want to represent Christ, we need to show our love through actions as well. And I feel like your heart very much portrayed that. Thanks.